Hello and welcome back. I'm Ryan Oceancrest and I'm reporting to you live from the red carpet opening of Amelia Grace Hunter's new epic, edge-of-your-seat, tear-jerking, suspenseful, romantic comedy thriller, The Normal Suspects. We have tons of celebrities, photographers, and fans out here today hoping to catch a glimpse of the hip and fashionable. Security is extremely tight and the publicists are keeping a watchful eye on their treasured commodities. According to a national classroom survey conducted on April 12, 2004, 90% of students are interested in the celebrity lifestyle as brought to you by the media, more specifically, the paparazzi. We are here giving you an inside look at the glitz and glamour that is Hollywood. One of the reasons that security is so tight here today is because of the recent onslaught of lawsuits celebrities and their management teams have filed against the paparazzi and their invasive methods. So today, as we mingle with the stars and their associates, we are hoping to speak to the star of The Normal Suspects, Amelia Grace Hunter, her publicist, Paige Foster, her personal security guard, Olga Smirnov, and the winner of our online red carpet contest, Chloe Patterson. Here comes the star of our movie now, Amelia Grace Hunter. Miss Hunter, Miss Hunter.
Oh, hello, darling. Please call me Lily. All my friends do. I'm so happy that all of you could come out today and hold this attention just for little old me.
What is your film about?
Oh, well, I play a beautiful yet inhibited librarian who stumbles upon a murder and spends the rest of the movie trying to solve the mystery, all while evading my arch nemesis, of course. Of course, there is a love interest in the movie as well. I'm just thrilled to be part of this dynamic cast and excellent, well-written script.
Well, you certainly weren't this happy last week when the paparazzi surrounded you while you came out of Barney's with a certain Hayden Greystone. Isn't he your co-star in this film?
Yes, darling, Ryan, he is. Actually, there is a great deal of difference between my public and my private life. Sometimes I feel like I'm living under a microscope. My life has changed so much since I've become so famous. Oh, it just gets exhausting. Most celebrities feel this way. I was perusing the internet on April 15th, 2004. I stopped to check out CNN.com, which I check regularly, daily in fact, to get my dose of world politics and news events. And I read that my good friend George Clooney said that stardom was a double-edged sword. Isn't that brilliant? He said that, and I agree with him, that the paparazzi have gotten even stronger, more aggressive, and more bothersome. It has become increasingly harder for celebrities to carry on a normal life.
Have you noticed a difference in just the last few years about the invasive methods of the paparazzi?
Actually, Ryan, I have. On the flight here, I was reading an article called Lights, Camera, Reaction by an author named Steve Wolf in the November 13th, 1995 issue of Time magazine. Now, the magazine is updated weekly, but it takes a little longer for the airlines to get the new copy. Anyway, the article showed that a study showed that stars overall feel that the aggressiveness among photographers has reached a new level. When I first became famous, the paparazzi were clear to make a distinction between my public and my private life. But now, the other day, I was out walking my poodle, Fifi, and suddenly, jumping out of the bushes, I was swarmed by a flock of paparazzi who just startled me and Fifi so. It was awful. It seems that now I can't even go walk my dog without being interrupted.
Hate to interrupt, but the winner of the online red carpet contest has just arrived.
Oh, Ryan, darling, you remember my publicist, Paige Foster? She's available now.
Of course I remember Paige, and I'm so happy that you're here with us now. Lily and I were just discussing the paparazzi, and being a publicist for a major celebrity, I was wondering what your thoughts were on the issue.
Oh, don't get her started on that. Lily and I argue about this constantly. If it were up to her, she would live on a secluded island so she would never have to deal with the press. Personally, I enjoy working with the press because they help to keep my clients in the public eye even when they wait 2 years to make another movie. The press provides the much-needed free publicity, and we maintain a mutually beneficial relationship.
Now, what exactly does your job entail?
As a publicist, it's my responsibility to be the gatekeeper between the media and my client. Basically, I organize appearances and interviews for my client, to which I invite the media to attend. Also, I serve as a spokesperson for my client to keep the public updated with accurate information.
Yes. Paige, darling, does an excellent job of maintaining my private life from my public life, and She tries to separate the paparazzi from the actual media.
Don't get snippy now, Lily. The paparazzi do serve an important role in keeping your fans informed. Speaking of your fans, we have your biggest fan right here. This is Chloe Patterson, winner of the online red carpet contest.
Chloe was chosen out of 10,000 fans in our nationwide contest. She wrote about how much Amelia Grace Hunter has impacted her life and received a special invitation to attend today's premiere. After the movie, Chloe and Amelia will be having dinner at the Ivy.
I can't wait for dinner. I want to ask Amelia all about her torrid romance with Hayden Greystone. And isn't Amelia a stage name? Isn't her real name Gertrude Humperdinck?
Amelia has never verified that to the public. How did you become so knowledgeable about Amelia's personal life?
Well, I subscribe to Us Weekly, People Magazine, In Touch, and several other celebrity magazines. According to a December 30th, 1995 article in Editor and Publisher by Laura Reyna entitled Photographing Celebrities, I read this for a class project. By becoming a celebrity, stars must acknowledge that they have given up their right to privacy. Editor and Publisher is America's oldest journal covering the newspaper industry. I rely on publications such as these for pictures and information about my favorite celebrities. Most of the pictures from these magazines are purchased from the paparazzi. Magazines give me the inside scoop on the ins and outs of celebrity lifestyle.
See, Lily, this shows how influential the paparazzi can be in giving information to your fans.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting the chance to meet Amelia Grace Hunter. I read about you all the time in Celebrities Uncensored magazine. In fact, just the other day, I read an article about you and Hayden Greystone shopping at Barney's. It said that you spent over $3,000 on underwear and eyeshadow. Is that true? Actually, the article also said that Hayden Greystone is 13 years younger than you. Is that true? Wow, he's hot. I loved the article that Celebs at Home magazine did about you, and how you actually do your own laundry because you're just like everybody else. You're so cool.
Excuse me, miss. I'm going to have to ask you to step away from Miss Hunter.
Thank you, Olga. See, because of the paparazzi, people feel like they know me. And I've had lots of problems with stalkers, and the paparazzi have basically forced me into hiring a private security guard to protect me from riffraff.
Olga, have the paparazzi posed a large problem for you while protecting Miss Hunter?
Why, yes, Mr. Oceancrest. I'm constantly having to pull my clients out of harm's way. In 1997, I was working for Princess Diana, which was the tragic event that proved to the world how dangerous these paparazzi can be. Actually, it was in a special report by the Washington Post, international report, actually, that stated that, how do you say, there was a nightmarish scene where 10 to 15 cameramen swarmed around Diana's crushed Mercedes. They were trying to get pictures of her as she was trapped in the back seat of the car. They were inches from her face.
Well, Olga, I read that same article in the Washington Post, and it also states that the driver of the Mercedes blood alcohol level was more than 3 times the legal limit for driving in France. Clearly, the driver was at fault, and the paparazzi merely served as a scapegoat to a grieving country and a shocked world.
Well, apparently California does not share your opinion, Miss Foster. California thought that the paparazzi played such an important role in Princess Diana's murder that they passed a law bolstering against privacy rights and aggressive reporters. According to CNN.com, a very reputable news source, it was accessed on the 4th of March, 2004. The law was passed on October 1st, 1998, and other states will be soon to be following.
That's really interesting. What exactly does this law entail?
Well, Brian, darling, the law was supported by the Screen Actors Guild and the Directors Guild of America, not to mention my close personal friends, other celebrities such as Miss Sharon Stone or Alec Baldwin or George Clooney. The law maintains that, quote, stalkerazzi will be deterred from driving subjects to distraction or death. The definition of invasion of privacy is the trespassing with the intent to capture video or audio, images of the celebrity or crime victims, engaging in personal or family activity, circumstances where they had a reasonable expectation of privacy. See, at least California believes that there is a difference between public and personal lives.
But how else am I supposed to find information about my favorite celebrities?
Well, Chloe, we certainly try to make celebrity information available through